Season's greetings, guys. Welcome to TSL on the go. It's your favorite TV host, Njoko Obina. And of course, I came to bring you the juice, the glitz, the glamour, every good thing that happened this week. And with me, I brought my beautiful host. I dragged her here to be with me this Saturday. But how are you doing, Amarachi?
I am fine, Njoko Steven. Welcome to the show. It's another exciting Saturday. Whether you'll be watching on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, we are right here. We are so happy that you're here watching us. Remember to stay tuned and enjoy the show.
Today on TSL on the go, cash crunch persists despite 3.3 trillion naira in circulation. Japan's ruling party engulfed by political fundraising scandal. Victor Osimhen wins African Footballer of the Year award. Spyro teases Fine Girl remix featuring Simi. This is TSL on the go.
Someone said we always come with bad news, but this week I assure you we're bringing just good news. Only the good vibe. So this week, the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, has said that the mortgage housing scheme for Nigerians in diaspora, which is on Canada, UK and
US.
Yes, has said that the mortgage housing scheme will begin in 2024 February, which is a very good thing because according to him, he said that Nigerians abroad will now be able to, have houses here in Nigeria. So even while they're going abroad, they don't have to get worried that they will come back to Nigeria and they have to stay in hotels or something. They'll have houses and places to stay when they return back to Nigeria.
Well, there are two sides to the coin. Some people have said, oh, finally, charity has started beginning abroad. Normally charity is supposed to begin at home.
Exactly.
So I think those people thought that they wanted to make housing affordable abroad for Nigerians abroad. But no, this one is for people abroad in those three states like UK, US, and Canada. They can now start building in Nigeria, Abuja to be precise. And all those funny videos where you see people abroad sending their family members money to do stuff and they finally come back. They don't even see land. Some of them only see a thought of foundation. Some of them only see a gate. All of those very discouraging things. I'm sure they're going to stop with all of this coming up. So it's a very, very welcome development and we're grateful for that.
So yes, that's one good news down the line. The second good news is the fact that the federal government has approved the exemption of universities, polytechnics, college of education, and other tertiary institutions of learning from the Integrated Payroll and Personal Information System, IPPIS.
Yeah.
And to cut the long story short, what this means is that universities will now be able to pay their staff. And so staff of all these tertiary institutions will no longer receive their remuneration from the IPPIS. And
this
so that's amazing. Exactly, something that they have been fighting for.
They've been clamoring about this for a very, very long time.
Exactly.
And you see all the negatives of waiting for another body that's not where you're working to get your payment. And we hope, sometimes these things are actually welcome developments, but the body that you're working with will now mess it up for you.
No.
They can say you have been a bad boy, you're not come to work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They're not going to pay you.
I don't think that Nigerian investors are like that. I just think that.
I don't think so.
Now that because they've been wanting to prove themselves for so long, and so now that the staff, everybody's now free, to do their own thing. I believe that it will prove the efficiency of the universities on their part. So
I hope it works out.
Let's look out for what this brings along the line. And so there's also another news. Is this a good news now?
It is the news. It's news. News.
So Doris Uzoka, the Minister of Trade, Industry and Investment, came under scrutiny when she appeared before the senators to defend her ministry's budget. So she presented the budget to the ministry early this week, and it was the budget was scrutinized by Oshomole, Adam Oshomole.
So spill the tea, why was it scrutinized?
So he was scrutinized because in the budget, he saw a line of the budget that said that appropriated 1 billion naira to a trip to Geneva.
So apart from that 1 billion naira, what else was there?
There is also, apart from that, there's also 905 million for overhead costs and 8.1 billion to capital expenditure.
Wow, so I believe the Geneva thing is capital expenditure.
Yeah, Geneva is among capital expenditure. Wow. And so she went out to say that, she's doing this, to gather information, gather data and all that, because exactly, it's very
It's
necessary.
so funny. How would you be using 1 billion naira to gather information? You know, when the representative of Edo North, that's
Adam
Senator,
Oshomole.
yeah, when he came out, like, he was really against her. Some people came out to say that you're against her because she's a woman. Do you understand? Like, men do this thing all the time. It's mostly men that are in power, and they are having very, very funny budgets for different things, and they squander money a lot. So why are you attacking her? Others have come out to say that this is actually what we are supposed to be doing, because why would we be using 1 billion to go to gather information? There are representatives there that you can ask for information. There are those there and there are those here that you can use. So you don't have to be spending that much. And then they are saying, oh, women in power, this is what you get. You know, I believe that our leaders are supposed to do what's best for the nation. Let's not just be...
I believe that that's exactly what they're doing. I believe that that's exactly
okay, I believe so too.
So let's keep our fingers crossed and see how this week turns out. MM and Ella, over to you guys.
Hey fam, compliments of the season. Happy festive season to all of you out there watching the show right now. It is entertainment time as usual here on TSL On The Go, and I am your favorite baby girl, MM Udo. And as usual, sitting pretty next to me is...
I am the beautiful Emanuela Okwama, and welcome to the show, guys.
Well, I think starting up this week is actually natural hair that is causing chaos on the internet.
I mean, you'd avoid to the show now. Let's
to prove a point, right?
Like, you know.
Because on this popular podcast, Bad and Bougie, which is normally hosted by Teleni Bad and Moet, yeah, they had Coco by Chloe on set, and then they were speaking about natural hair, and Coco was like, she doesn't actually have any negative thoughts about natural hair, but don't wear it to our event.
And it's causing a lot of chaos online. Because there's this part of where she's releasing a statement telling them that, oh, I told these people not to release this particular episode because I did not feel comfortable with it. I do not want to get attached to people like that anymore, and they still went about to release the show because it's all about attention and
clout.
That's
the thing with podcasts.
And again, she's talking about the fact that the show was actually a cut and join stuff, and people were now misunderstanding what she's saying, and I did not see anything wrong with what she said.
Exactly, because she didn't particularly say that natural hair is bad. She's just saying that there are some specific
places you go with your natural hair.
But a major pain here is the fact that she said don't air this video, but they did.
And I know Instagram influencers are all about the fact that they want to drag attention to their shows and their podcasts, and it's really, really bad.
That was really, really
Nigerians
bad.
Are even making it worse because they are now dragging her for something you do not even understand the point she's coming from, and it's not even nice at all.
At all. Well, Ella Sugar Daddy has actually trended this week. So Big Wiz, in honor of his mom passing on Morayo, he has come out to say he's going to be giving out I think he has started the process already.
It's 100 million naira to kids for Christmas. I mean, Santa is back. Are you not proud of my Santa?
Sweet Christmas.
Because it's really, this is not something usual for Wizkid. So it's coming out giving kids 100 million naira. Not particularly the kids themselves, but probably foundations, people that are raising up kids to just help them this Christmas, and it's a really wonderful act.
Yeah, Christmas is actually going to be very different for these kids because, I mean, it's going to be different. They're getting money.
And I could see a video of him even spraying cash on the street. Let it not be like, oh, I did not come out and support, people on the street. So it's spraying money, people are excited, Wizkid is on the streets. There's a lot of fun this Christmas, actually.
Well, and you know what, amidst all this, it seems like Mohbad's death issue is actually coming up again. I think they've released Naira Marley and Sam Larry, and now following up this, Naira Marley has come with a suit of defamation against Iyabo Ojo based on all these things that she said during that time.
It's really not surprising because Iyabo just said a lot.
And she also saw this coming.
Saying a lot means you should be able to back it up when the time comes. And I know that Naira Marley is going to do this, so she should be ready for whatever is going to happen next. She should just be sure that whatever she said is true, because you cannot come out and defame someone like that if you don't have evidences or proof or witness that could back up your story. So I wish them all the best.
But what do you think? Do you think that this is like a right way coming at this Mohbad's death issue? Because to be honest, I don't think the issue died down in the right way.
It has even died down, and it's the fact that the main issue is not even what they are putting attention to, and now they are giving Naira Marley the privilege to actually sue somebody for defamation when you know how his behavior is online.
This is actually not the only funny thing, because again, Will Smith and Jaden Smith are back again with this. They are
funny marriage stuff.
Adopted parents.
So Jada Smith came out to say now that the slap that happened during the Oscars was actually what brought their marriage back together. What sealed it? Even after she said they are no longer together.
That's the confusing thing. A few months ago, you said you and Will Smith have been separated for 8 years, and now you said the slap brought you guys back together. I feel like they are confused in this marriage of the thing. I really do not know how it's going on between them, because I cannot see how couples can be separated and be together at the same time. It's really confusing.
And the slap brought them back together. Well, I don't know. You know, before we heard about this thing of them saying that they were separated, nobody actually knew that.
Because see the way Will Smith stood up for her. Obviously, she was surprised that Will Smith could actually stand up for her like that at the show, knowing that they were separated. So I could believe that it actually brought something back together for both of them. So
well, like this story, have more catchy stories in the news in details, so kindly stick with us.
The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has again assured members of the public that it is addressing the reported cases of cash scarcity in some major cities across the country. The Apex Bank said the currency in circulation as of December 11, 2023 stood at 3.4 trillion naira, well above the 1 trillion naira as of February 2023. Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida is battling to contain the fallout from a political fundraising scandal that forced the resignations of 4 of his ministers, amid reports that prosecutors were poised to raid the offices of dozens of ruling party MPs. The chief cabinet secretary confirmed that he was stepping down, while the economy and industry minister, the internal affairs minister, and the agricultural minister have also resigned. Napoli forward Victor Osimhen has ended Nigerians' long wait for the Africa Footballer of the Year award, beating the duo of Achraf Hakimi and Mohamed Salah to the title at the event held in Morocco. Osimhen was rewarded for his outstanding performance for Napoli last season, where he found the back of the net 26 times to power them to their first league title in 33 years. Spyro excites fans as he teases the remix of his hit single Fine Girl with Simi. Simi took to her X account to tease the remix of Spyro's Fine Girl, on which she appears, and the post generated reactions from excited fans whom Spyro has dazzled with his 2020 release. On April 17, 2024, Afrobeat megastar Davido is marking his first ever concert at New York City's iconic Madison Square Garden. His fans, music enthusiasts are all excited and are all looking forward to an electrifying music experience.
Welcome back, and of course, you're about to wrap up. It's really the Yuletide season. Is it Yuletide or Yuletide?
Yuletide.
And do you know one very funny thing that happened today? It's, you know, the Harmattan season is here.
Definitely.
And can you see Obina like rubbing his lips and everything? Obina had lip gloss that was shining more than... No, I'm not going to say that other thing on that because I want to say your future.
Stop,
but no. Obina has to even rub lip gloss, and everybody has to be rubbing oil and doing...
And they will have to even wear nose mask and everything, but just please protect yourselves.
I don't really like this weather, but it's for the better.
Yes.
For better or for worse. It's for better right now. At least it's not raining. It's not raining. Do well to have fun. Make plans very well. Remember that you're not getting an award for best in spending. You're not getting an award for best in spending. So until next week, stay safe, stay good, and don't forget to follow us on our social media handles
at TSLNIGERIA TV. And also subscribe, share, and like.
Yeah.
Drop some comments. We'd like to hear from you. Until we see you again next week. Take care.
Yuletide.